In this video, we're going to be going over some awesome glitches in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Be sure to stay tuned to the very end so you don't miss out. And also, I went ahead and I added this person to the fan wall, so congratulations. If you guys want to get on the fan wall, be sure to like the video and comment down below. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into one of the first glitches. Alright, so one of the first cool glitches is how you guys can actually get a perfect sphere in Build-A-Boat. Well, not necessarily perfect, but really close and very quick and easy. Alright, so what you want to do is go inside of your menu and you want to turn on a PvP mode just like this. And I recommend building somewhat of a barrier so that way it doesn't roll away. But basically what you want to do is place yourself down a mast just like this, and you want to drag it underneath the map like so that way the top part is just sticking up. Shout out to Skeleton for actually showing me this, by the way. And basically what you want to do is just want to put the dynamite right there on the top part. Simply sit inside of a chair, press F to activate, and right there, as you guys can see, you can now delete the chair, but now you get this actual like ball that rolls around. All right, come over here, ball. Get over here. You cannot hide from us. All right, so look at this, guys. It literally rolls around and it looks super awesome. And it's like almost like a perfect sphere. It almost looks like a basketball. And that's how you guys can get a perfect one. And I think we can actually, are we able to clone this? I don't know if we are. I don't know where any, whoa. Look at the bottom part. Wait, what? Look at the bottom part of it. Wait, that's actually kind of sick. But yeah, you guys can see that's how you can get a perfect sphere. On to the next glitch. As you guys may know, the balloon blocks in Build-A-Boat, you can change their colors by, you know, painting them. But what if I were to tell you, you can actually change the material of these balloons? So what you want to do is simply place down all the balloons you want, activate them just like this, and then take the mystery block, place it down, and there's a chance that this mystery block can do one of two things. Number one, it can either make them golden and have a gold material, or it could actually make them wooden. You can literally have a wooden balloon texture. But I recommend having the delete tool right over the mystery block in case it drops the TNT. If the block turns a solid white color, it's going to drop TNT. And you guys can see right there, look at this. It literally just made wooden textured balloons. That is pretty cool right there. And if you're wondering if they work, well, let's take a look. And yep, they work. They're floating right there in the air. Pretty cool. You can get your own custom textured balloons, but I want to show you guys also what the gold ones look like. So for this next one, to get them a gold texture, you simply just have to just wait and get lucky. So activate the block, and just like the wooden one, it's going to turn them a certain material. As soon as it turns it into the gold version, simply delete the block and you're good to go. So I'll see you guys when this block turns all these into gold. And just like that, it turned them into a golden balloon. Look at that. That actually looks cool. And I think we can also turn these like 50% transparent, paint them white, and now you have these like glass textured balloons. And look at that, bro. It's making my head ginormous, bro. What in the world am I looking at right now? But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And if you're wondering if they work, yep, they still work. So it honestly just looks like a bubble. That's pretty sick. All right, so these next two glitches are going to be kind of combined into one because they basically almost do the same exact thing. And there's two items inside of the game, like actual items, not part of the stages, that actually can do almost infinite damage to stage obstacles. The first one actually being the soccer quest. So if we actually load in the soccer quest, let's actually switch teams. Let's go to pink team because it's closer to the stages. We're gonna load in the soccer quest like this. All right, I'm gonna place down myself a candy and also place myself down a candy and also some wings, and we're essentially just gonna follow this ball through the stages here. So if we launch, you know, technically you're not even really supposed to launch this quest because you're supposed to just get the ball in the goal. But for some reason, this ball literally has like infinite amount of HP on it. Now, it might not have infinite, but it has a lot of HP. I'm pretty sure it's infinite though. But you guys can see right here, it's just gonna go right on the water, and the normal soccer ball, I think, only has 1 HP on it. So you guys can see, this is not your ordinary soccer ball. You're gonna see here in just a second, as soon as it hits one of these rocks, that this thing will clear out the entire river. All right, we got one obstacle coming up right here. Is it gonna hit it? Oh, it's definitely gonna hit it. All right, so right there, the normal soccer ball would have already broken. But now this one, okay, it's about to hit another obstacle. Okay, yep, just hit that one. And another obstacle here. Hit that one. Okay, it's still alive. Another one, and another one right here. And yeah, it basically has like infinite HP on it. It's absolutely insane. So there's this. And then there's also another block, but the other block doesn't have infinite amounts, but it's still insanely strong. We're just gonna let the soccer ball roll down the stages. We'll check it on it here in just a second, but meanwhile, I want to show you the other one. So the other one is actually inside of the mystery box itself. So if we actually activate this mystery box and we hover over it, as soon as it turns a solid white color, when it actually drops the TNT barrel, we're quickly going to delete it, and then it's going to keep the TNT barrel. But the TNT barrel has infinite amount of HP on it. Okay, not infinite, but it has like 100 or so HP, which if you compare it to the normal TNT barrel, the normal TNT barrel has 1 HP. Check out how much this has. All right, so we're gonna launch this, and hopefully we can catch up to the soccer ball and see where the soccer ball is at. So here we go. I'm gonna show you guys that, you know, normally this would break almost instantly off of, you know, one single stage obstacle. It hits that and nothing. All right, let's go to the next stage. All right, let's go through, and it might hit this one. Is it gonna hit this one? It is. There we go. All right, TNT barrel's still alive. There's the soccer ball right there, still taking all of the damage. Is it gonna hit this one too? So you guys can see, I mean, the soccer ball and the TNT barrel, but only the duplicated TNT barrel. Oh, by the way, what you can also do is duplicate the TNT barrel from the mystery block, and it'll still count the HP on it. So that is also a bonus glitch within itself, is that once you actually have this on your plot, you can select it and duplicate it and carry over the HP. So you could technically have like 20 of these things flowing down the river, which is absolutely insane. You passed up the soccer ball. The soccer ball is pretty slow, but the TNT barrel still going strong. Soccer ball is still up. It's just back there somewhere. Hopefully we see it. All right, TNT barrel, goodbye. I want to check up on the soccer ball real fast. All right, there it is right there. I made its way to this stage. So the soccer ball is very, very slow, but it is insanely strong. All right, so the next glitch I want to show you guys as well, this one has to do with the duplication tool. All right, or the clone tool, I should say. There's a couple of cool glitches you can do with some of the blocks and build-a-boats. For example, the firework right here is one of my favorites to do this on. So actually, let's turn it to nighttime. All right, so here we go. We're gonna set our travel tool on clone. We're going to activate this and then quickly clone it like this. And then although that one explodes up there, this one still has the flare on it, and it's actually pretty sick. It's like stuck in time. We can actually harpoon it and drag it off of there. We could also make this thing so that way it's transparent, and you can have this cool layer effect, which is pretty sick. So there's no other effect you can get that's like that in Build-A-Boat, and that is how you get it. And you can also take this. I think you could just keep on cloning it if you wanted to. Yeah, so you could just keep on getting more and more of these, but it's actually sick. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We have like our own particle item right here. It actually looks like a fire. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wait, how many of these can we duplicate? Hold on. It's so bright. Wait, can we change the color on these? Okay, no, the color doesn't change anything, but look at this. We are literally just glowing right now. Hold on, let's try to duplicate it one more time, just for fun. All right, here we go. Let's clone that again, and okay. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so bright, bro. It's literally the brightest block in Build-A-Boat. What am I looking at right now? What does this look like with the daytime on? Okay, it still looks kind of the same, but definitely pretty cool. But there's also other items you can mess around with the clone tool. Another fun one is I want to say the jetpack. Hold on, I actually want to try this here. So what if I like fly, and then as I'm flying, I go like that, and oh, it just fell through the map. Okay, never mind. What if I go like this, anchor it, and then clone it? Was it gonna do anything? No, okay, never mind. That was just a test. What I was trying to show you guys is the game board right here. So this one works better with 2 people, but if you essentially just like activate this and then quickly clone it, you have to be very, very quick like that. Okay, so you guys can see I just cloned the actual animation of the game board and froze it in time, which is actually pretty cool. So there's a bunch of different items you can clone and get some cool effects with them. And I also wanted to show you guys how you can simply duplicate blocks in Build-A-Boat. I know there's a bunch of ways, but I just want to show you guys a few of my favorites here. So if you're trying to duplicate a block, basically it just has to get out of the build zone. So you can simply just build like a ramp like this. And let's say that I wanted to duplicate, let's say the steampunk jetpack, because I only have one of them. You simply just place it right there, right? And then if I go back at my inventory, you can see I have another one right here, and I only had one of these to begin with. And if it does work, yes, you guys can see I just equipped it. It's all good to go. So you can literally just simply duplicate them like this and just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And if you're wondering if it actually saves, well, let me show you. So let's actually harpoon these back over to our plot here, just that way I can show you guys if this actually saves. Oh gosh, I accidentally clicked on that one. All right, so let's harpoon this one. So as long as we're on our build plot here. All right, so I saved it. I'm gonna reload, and you guys can see the steampunk jetpack stays. So there's that way to do it. There's also another way, which is probably the most common one. This is also good for actually duplicating large structures. structures, detailed things like that. So you obviously could use the, duplicate tool, but you have to have the remaining blocks to do it. But there's also this. So if we just simply put it on a jet or any fly glitch, and we simply just take it out of the map. Well, actually, first of all, you're supposed to save. So let me do that first. All right, so I'm like right here. I'm simply just going to save like that. Perfect. I'm going to activate, and I'm going to fly this out of the build area. And then as soon as I'm out of the build area, right about here, I'm going to open my menu back, load it back in, and then I can just fly back over to my plot, and you guys will see that we simply duplicated our build, and you can just continue this process over and over again. And you guys can see right there, I now have these duplicated. So what I could do now is go save, just like this, load it back in, and you guys can see both of them ended up saving. So you can actually save the duplicated builds, which is pretty cool. And there's many other ways to duplicate blocks in Build-A-Boat as well. There's so many different techniques and small little glitches. But if you guys want to see a part 4, you guys have been enjoying the series of cool glitches in Build-A-Boat. If you guys want to see a part 4, get the video to 200 likes. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day as always. Peace out and goodbye.